Teacher JC here. In CodeByte 2.3, I will show you how a sprite can pass a message to another sprite in order to ask it to do something. Now, for a quick recap, we have created two sprites so far in our Scratch animation. We have llama and we have zebra. What we have done so far is we have llama and zebra take turns to say something to each other. Now recall that zebra wants to create food using magic. Now in this third lesson, we will help zebra send a message to the magic apple to fall from the sky. Now let us help zebra to do that. Now we can make one sprite tell another one it's time to do something, and then that sprite can move itself. To do that, we send a message using a broadcast. Broadcasts are messages that one sprite sends to another. Now in our example here, zebra will broadcast a message to the magic apple to fall from the sky. Now, in order to do that, we have to first create our magic apple. Now, to do that, go to choose a sprite, click on choose a sprite, okay, select apple, okay, and apple will appear on the screen. Now, this apple looks gigantic, too big for llama to eat and digest, right? So, first, we will have to resize the apple, okay, to change it to a smaller size, right? So now the apple is set at 100. We will change the size to 50. Okay, press enter. And now the size of apple has been reduced to a smaller size. Okay, so next we will drag the apple to the top here because the apple is supposed to fall from the sky. All right. Now, before we start coding the series of action for the apple, okay, we'll go back to zebra first. And remember, zebra will start to broadcast this message to apple to fall from the sky after it says, let me use my magic to create food. So first of all, click at the event section, okay? We're looking for the broadcast block here, okay? So click and drag a broadcast block, okay? And then connect it to after the say block here, okay? Now, in the broadcast block, we have to set the name of the message for the zebra to send to the magic to the apple, right? Okay, so instead of message 1, okay, we will set the name of this message to magic apple. Okay, so we'll click OK. All right, so once zebra broadcasts the magic apple message, right, then we want apple to start doing something, right? So then now click on apple, okay? So the apple's action will only start after the zebra broadcasts the magic apple message to the apple. So we will click this block first, okay? When I receive magic apple means after the apple has received the magic apple broadcast message from zebra, okay? Now, what is the first action we want the apple to do? Okay, of course, the apple will first have to start, to appear from the sky, right? So we will go to motion, okay? And we will set the position of apple first, okay? To be at the top here, okay? So we will click and drag the go to XY block, right? And then snap it to when I receive magic apple. Now we don't have to modify the X and Y numbers here because the current numbers shows the current coordinate of where the apple is at right now, right? Now, After this, okay, what we want the apple to do is we want the apple to fall from the sky, okay, into the mouth of the llama, okay? So let's drag the apple down to the mouth of the llama, okay? And then we will go to the next block that we want, which is the glide block, okay? So we select the, click and drag the glide block, okay? Snap it here, okay? So we want the apple to glide for 2 seconds, okay? So we change here to 2 seconds, okay, to X and Y. Now we don't have to change X and Y here anymore because it's showing the current position of the apple, okay? Now, of course, after the llama eats the apple, we want the apple to disappear, right? Okay, so in order to do that, okay, we can set the apple to disappear using the hide block, okay? So let's take a look at what our apple would do with this series of blocks. Okay, so let's just click on this when I receive magic apple block, and you can see the apple falling from the sky to the mouth of the llama and disappears. Okay, now if you click the second time, the apple is gone, right? Because we set here to hide the apple. Now in order for the apple to show again, okay, we have to make sure that, okay, click and drag the show block and add the show block here. Okay, now if we do this, okay, we can retest our codes again. See, apple drops down from the sky, disappears, but when we click again, the apple will show again. Okay, now after the llama has eaten the apple, our llama is a very well-mannered animal, right? So llama would say thank you, okay? But llama would only say thank you after it has finished eating the apple. So in order to broadcast that message to llama, okay, so we have to add again a broadcast block here, okay, but this time because the magic apple is broadcasting another message to llama. It's not the same message as what zebra has broadcasted or sent over to apple previously. Okay, so now broadcast here, okay, we will have to create another new message. Okay, this time the message is apple eaten. Okay, type in apple eaten as the message name, and then we will click OK. All right, so after the apple is eaten, okay, we want llama to say thank you. So we will click back to llama. Okay, so llama will only say thank you after llama receives the broadcast, when I receive apple eaten message broadcast. Okay, and then llama will say thank you. Okay, so go to our look section, look for the say block. Okay, and then we change here, say llama will now say thank you, I am full. Okay, so llama will say thank you, I am full. Now zebra is also a very well-mannered animal, right? So zebra will say you are welcome. Okay, so in order to do that, we can go to zebra, click on zebra, okay, and okay, zebra will only say this after the apple is eaten, right? So we'll go to events again, okay, click on when I receive apple eaten, okay, but remember, zebra will only say you are welcome after llama says thank you for 2 seconds, okay? So in that case, okay, our zebra will have to wait for 2 seconds first before it says you're welcome. Okay, now to put in the wait block, we have to go to events, okay, or control. Okay, just go to control. Okay, so under control we can find the wait block. Okay, the wait block, right? And because llama says thank you for 2 seconds, so we'll have zebra wait for 2 seconds first. Okay, and then finally zebra will say you are welcome. Okay, you are welcome. okay, for 2 seconds. All right, so that's the end of it. Okay, let's test our message passing code. Yeah, okay, so in order to test the entire animation to make sure that it works well, we can click at the green flag here, okay, and see. All right, so Zebra now is having a conversation, okay, with Llama. Okay, so right after Zebra says, let me use my magic to create food, the apple appears. Okay, Llama says thank you, Zebra says you're welcome. Okay, so girls, this is the end of the CodeByte 2.3. In summary, you learned how to have a sprite send a message or pass a message to another sprite in order to do something using the broadcast block. Okay, now before I end, remember to save your work so that you can use what you have done so far for the next CodeByte video. Thank you very much. Goodbye.